Is something sinister going on at Indiegogo? Some say yes, absolutely. Others say, hold on a minute, don't jump to any conclusions. But I think this is worth talking about. What I don't want to do is, try to look for some kind of victimhood status so that I can like leverage that into sales. That is not at all the point. What this is hey, let's look at Indiegogo. There are some claims that Indiegogo is shadow banning, and I want to clarify that term also. Some campaigns they're shadow banning them, and it's preventing them from making money. Could be a very big deal, but it kind of depends on a lot of factors. So we're going to get into that. Before we do, let me show you a number. This number is 48. Why is that special? Because I've often said that, I kind of believe that there are 300 hardcore Sweet Comics fans that want to support what I'm doing. And that has always been blown out of the water. So I really appreciate everybody that supports me and backs my projects. But because I am publishing my own books and then they're also going through Alterna Comics at the same time, I think it is easy to kind of overlook some of those Alterna campaigns. Now, maybe you're already getting Downcast in its prestige format through Sweet Comics, and if you are, I thank you, I applaud you. If you are not getting Downcast at all, may I recommend that if we get 48 more sales on this particular book, Downcast issue number 7, then it's just going to be fantastic because I'll hit that magic, maybe arbitrary, but also awesome number of 300 pre-ordered here on this campaign. So please do check it out. It's in the link in the description below. This kind of rounds off the last story arcs. You'll be caught up on everything. So yeah, check it out there. And you're not going to get it from me before the end of the year. That's for sure, because I won't even have my copies probably before the end of the year, let alone have them in a campaign or on the website for you to get. So consider it. Having said that, I'm going to pull up, can I call him your boy, Michael Bancroft? He did a video. I watched a little bit of it today, and really I've just been hearing more, especially in DM rooms, that people are getting very frustrated with Indiegogo. And part of that being that Indiegogo has shadow banned a list of campaigns, and this is at least that we know of. Unless you've searched your own campaign, if you've got one running, you might not know at all. But so here is a list of some, and I think we can kind of look in there and just verify that. But if I look at Indiegogo, let me take you back. Not too long ago, it was a few months ago, that Indiegogo sent out a survey to everybody that had used Indiegogo, and they asked for some feedback. They'll do this frequently, and it'll be some point, a period of time after you complete a campaign, and they'll ask you how it went and feedback that you might have for them. And one of the things I said is that, when you're looking through this trending list, there's nothing more frustrating to know that, hey, you have a campaign that's been up for 3 days, or your campaign only has 3 days left or 2 days left, and you're looking on this trending list and you're getting no help from Indiegogo. It's not there. You could scroll way, way, way down before you're ever going to see it show up on the trending list. And yet at the same time, there will be campaigns that will be ended. So let me look at this one, Jawbreakers Forever. Is this, it says ended, but is it closed? Like, is in demand available? And it looks like the answer is it is closed. I couldn't back this if I wanted to, and that's not knocking Splato Comics and you boy Zach. It's just that the campaign is unbackable. So that raises the question, why on earth is this on the trending page? So I gave that feedback to Indiegogo because this is frustrating. Could you imagine if you were down here, Jason Turner Outbreak Diaries, and if this Jawbreakers book wasn't there, you would be the next row up. That's actually a lot more visible than you would otherwise be. It's even more frustrating when it's one of these top threes. Doesn't make any sense, but it is the way that it is, apparently. So when I'm thinking about that, that's one level, okay? Trending. On the other hand, searchability. So I'm going to go back here. Let's look. First one on the list, Frog G. I know I've heard of that campaign. Let's look it up. Frog G. Search Croak Force, Red Eyes. I am not seeing Frog G on here. That would be concerning to me, especially if I was a Frog G campaign. Let me scroll down further. Still nothing. Not looking good for Indiegogo. Okay, so you get the idea. Honestly, if you're searching for an exact title, and I'm going to go back here, but if you're searching for a title and it's nowhere to be found, how else are you going to find it? I think I have a virus or something. What's up? How are you going to be able to find it if you can't search for it? Well, that leaves you with directly going to a campaign. And then that raises the question of what is the point of Indiegogo at all? What is in a platform if not for discoverability? If putting up a campaign so that people can stumble upon your campaign and back it potentially, if that is not an option, then what is there left? Like, what else is there possibly? The answer is nothing. You might as well have your own website, because the only way people are going to find it is if you specifically put it out there. So, having said that, you could create your own platform. You could go to a different platform hoping to receive better care and service. Personally, I've not been on the receiving end of this, thankfully. And so, I just haven't had that issue with Indiegogo, but I feel for those who have. Now, I'm going to go to this concept. Maybe you've heard the quote, "Never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity." Apparently, that's not just a quote. It's Hanlon's razor. It's an adage or rule of thumb that states just what I told you. Never attribute malice to that which is adequately explained by stupidity. Known in several other forms, it's a philosophical razor that suggests a way of eliminating unlikely explanations for human behavior. So, could it be that Indiegogo is just being incompetent? And this is a massive mistake on their end. And perhaps this list of campaigns that is being shadow banned is actually a lot longer. Maybe it has something to do with that. Now, you could say, well, it's these particular creators. Maybe they've posted something incorrect on the web, on Indiegogo, and it breaches their terms of service. But we've already seen examples of creators who have done that and posted things that, breach terms of service. And Indiegogo is actually has worked with creators. I'm thinking of Von Klaus in particular. I think there are others, though. But they will work with those creators to make it right. And eventually it seems to work out in every one of those cases. So in this case, it's not like Indiegogo is holding money hostage. It's just like they're either intentionally or accidentally making it so the discoverability on their platform is just non-existent. So if the problem had to do, let's say, it's not the campaign, it's not any art you post, it's nothing like that, it's personal. Maybe it really is the particular creator that Indiegogo has a problem with. If this is a case, well, I mean, you could look up some of those same creators and they should be banned everywhere. Maybe that's the case. I'm going to look up Rob Arnold because I know that he's on that list. Well, look at this, Replicator Remastered. This is his flagship book, right? Replicator Remastered. And here it is. I can find it just by one search on Indiegogo. This is the closed campaign, unfortunately, so it's not going to get me there, but let's jump through some hoops. 3 projects. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. No, view past projects. There we go. Campaigns. This is how you have to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, so here we go. We've got other campaigns now. Replicator 3. This is not even the one in question, though. Now, this is a closed campaign, Replicator 3. It's Replicator 4, and it's the pre-launch page that Rob's having trouble with. But the point is, I can actually find Rob Arnold. I didn't even have to search Robert Arnold. I always just think of him as Rob. I didn't even have to search for Robert Arnold. I searched Rob Arnold, and I was still able to find him in his campaigns, except for that one pre-launch page. So that could also be concerning. The other question is too is these are all recent events. So they're like more recently these campaigns have been disappeared from Indiegogo. I'm hesitant to use the word shadow ban because again that attributes malice to it, and maybe that is the case, but I don't know yet, and I'm really curious to find out. If this truly is stupidity, somewhere along the lines, I would expect Indiegogo to address it, probably in private, with any of those creators that are being wronged, and the platform is not even doing its kind of basic functionality of being a place where people can discover your project. I would expect them to go to those creators and fix the problem somehow. But so far, I haven't heard of any of that happening. So my guess at this point is as good as yours. Does this change your plans to use Indiegogo? I know I had said I was going to do a t-shirt campaign, but I'm kind of second guessing that. And I think even that campaign, I'm going to wait and probably just make it all together. Here's a sneak peek of that t-shirt, by the way. So cool. Not going to be gray though. It's just going to be black. I don't like how this gray turned out. Other than that, it's a cool t-shirt. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really, really appreciate you. Don't forget to check out the Alterna Comics Fall 2020 pre-orders campaign, and specifically back this Downcast issue number 7, especially if like you're totally going to be getting it anyway and you're just kind of waiting for the next campaign. This is actually going to be the last Downcast book on an Alterna campaign for a long time. And so this is kind of your last chance to catch up and get all that. And it helps me out because honestly, it just makes it look good. Makes the process of publishing myself first and then going to Alterna justified, honestly. Then those books exist for other people to buy years down the road. So check it out, back it, and I will see you in the next video.